Hello, this is Afri Design Studios. In today's lesson, we shall be learning how to landscape your site using Revit, how to plan your site and put all the things that need to be put in place on your site plan. That's your landscaping. And my name is Frank Ilo. How do we start? If you look on the screen, you will see two drawings. One is imported, one is done inside Revit originally. The one on my left is the existing drawing done on Revit. The one on my right is the one that I imported from AutoCAD. But I'm going to delete some things because there was some things I did in order to teach us how to erect walls on an imported AutoCAD file. So let me go to default 3D view so I can delete all this. We don't need this. You can see as I'm deleting the walls, the doors and windows that are located in them are also going out. That's how Revit works. So I'm going to delete all this. This was not the main purpose of importing this file. The main purpose is for us to use it to landscape this very building. So this is the imported one and this is the original one. What do? I go to my natural ground level. This is the imported file. I just click on it and move it and position it on this building. So this building is the same as this. So what I'm going to do now is this. After clicking on it to highlight it, I go to move. I click on move. Then I look at a place that will be more convenient to choose as my base point. I choose this point as my base point and move it down here and place it here. Okay. But it's like it didn't match it very well. So I raise it up a little bit. When I raise it up a little bit, then I move it again. I click on move and select this point and bring it here. Yeah, I'm more sure of this one now. So I have been able to overlap the two buildings. Now I can now use this to trace whatever that is here for my landscaping. But first and foremost, I have to establish my wall, my fencing. I have to establish my fencing around this building. As we have here is our swimming pool. We have the swimming pool here. We have the main building here. We have the flower area here. We have the flower area here. Okay. Then for this lesson, the whole of this place may be the interlocking area, the hardscape. In your own drawing, you do whatever you wish. I'm not going to be so explicit or so I'm not going to be labeling or putting so many things in this site. This site may be scanty, but it's for you to just get the message. From there you can take it off from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is this. To establish my fencing, I go to wall, I click on architecture, click on wall. After doing this, I'm going to select the height of my wall. I click on this place. What will be the height? Let the height of this wall stop at the beam area. So I click on this beam. What I'm going to do now is this. I don't want the wall to fall center on. I don't want the wall to fall on the center of this line. I want it to go outside this line. I want it to go outside the line. Okay, or let's just leave it. Let it fall at the center of the wall. Okay, but if not, you can still come here and control it by selecting core face interior. Then you click here and move like this. It will be on the outside of the line. To be on the outside of the line. But if you want it to be on the center of the line, press escape, go to this arrow and select wall center line, then position at the center and move. Come here, stop here, come here, stop here. Then when I get here, I stop here because there is gate here. I stop here, I click escape once, then I continue from here. I click here, I go here and click again. Then I press escape twice. Then I have to look at what I've done. This is what I've been able to do using the imported AutoCAD file. Having done this, I'm going to establish the curbs. This sign you are seeing here is for the curb, protecting or guiding the flower area. So let's move quickly. Go to natural ground level. Then I go to components, click on the arrow beneath, click on model in place. I click on OK. Click on OK again. This time around, I'm going to select sweep. I click on sweep. Then when I click on sweep, was I able to get that? Sweep. Then I'm going to click on sketch. I click on sketch. Okay. As I click on sketch. But meanwhile, if I continue drawing like this, by the time I'm to model or edit the profile, this fencing will be blocking me. I may not be able to see it very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this and hide the walls. First and foremost, I'm going to hide the walls. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I go to the elevations and hide the walls. As a beginner, you have to hide it, because for me, on my own, I would have done it without even hiding the walls. But as a beginner, the walls may block your view and you may get confused. So I go to east. I click on this wall, the fence, I hide it. I right click and go to hide in view, select elements. Okay. I go to north elevation. I click on this wall. I right click, go to hide in view, select elements. I go to south elevation. I click on this wall. Oh, sorry. I click on this very wall. Then I right click, go to hide in view and select elements. Again, I go to west elevation. I click on this wall. I right click, I go to hide in view and select elements. So I've been able to hide it. I don't know which other wall is this one. Is there another wall here? Okay. So I go back to the work I was doing. So I have to go to natural ground level, go to architecture, go to this arrow, select model in place. Okay. Okay. Sweep. Then I click on sketch parts. Then I get here. Okay. I click on the one that is outside. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. And go like this. Once I've done this, I click on finish edit mode. I click edit profile. You ask me to select either east or west. I am going to select the east and click open view. Then it's going to show me this. You can see what I mean by hiding those fencing. Assuming the fence was here, it would have prevented us from seeing these red dots. But that is for a beginner. Somebody who has been doing it can still do it even when the wall is there. So I click here and move inside. Type 100. That is towards my left hand side, 100, and press enter. Go upwards and type 225. Press enter. Go to my right. Type 50. Press enter and press escape once. Then I come here, click on this one and move up and type 150 and press enter. Then I'm going to join it here. This is going to give my curb. The curb, like you know, is always chamfered or beveled at this point. So now I click finish edit mode. I click it again, finish edit mode. Then I'm supposed to come and select the material here, but you can see the material is already gypsum wallboard. If not, you are supposed to have selected the material here before finishing the model at this point. This very symbol, click here to end it. Then if you look at the default 3D view, default 3D view, you are going to see something, how this thing looks like. You can see how the curves looks like. This is the curves, okay? Now, on that curves, we are going to put our green area. We are going to have our green area there. So go back to natural ground level, okay? When you are there, go to architecture, go to model, components, model in place, okay? Click OK. Click OK again. This time around, not sweep, go to extrusion, click on extrusion, then draw within the curves, inside the curves, go this way, go this way, go this way, click here, and click here, okay? After doing that, click finish edit mode for once, then come to material here, click on the brick, and click on the ellipses, the square here, and the materials are going to come out. When the materials comes out, then click on this to create your grasses. Click here and select create new material. After that, you will see this default new material. Right click on it and click rename and give it a name. I may give my own 03 grasses. Okay, then I come to appearance, click on appearance. Come here, replace assets. Click on replace assets. Come here again under appearances, double click on appearances and go down to site work. Click on site work. When you click on site work, scroll down to look for grasses. We have different kind of grasses. We have grass, Bermuda. We have grass, blue grass. We have grass, short. We have grass, St. Augustine. But I normally use grass, Bermuda. So I click on this arrow here, or you double click on it. When I double click on it, okay, it's not affecting, so it is taking time. It is taking time to update. Okay, it is still updating. You can see the grass is here, but it is updating here. But because of our time, we may not wait for it to update. If not, you are going to see how it's going to look like on this very image, but we are not going to wait for that to happen. So I click OK. When I click OK, the material will change. When it changes, you have to give it thickness. What is going to be the height of the grass area? So I come to extrusion end here and type in, let me say 200. Since the height of the curb is 225, I may decide to give the height of the grass 200, or let me say 180, but I will leave it at 200. Okay, then I come to finish model, click on this and end it. If I go to default 3D view, you can see the grass. This is the grass. You can rotate this. When you rotate this, you will see it very well. This is our grasses here. So we're going to do the same thing on this other side. So I go to natural ground level, okay, and repeat what we have done here on this side. I may not be able to do it now because of our time. So let's go to the swimming pool. We're going to learn how to cut up or cut open the swimming pool, okay? The swimming pool. I don't know if we should do this here, or we are going to do another class for it. I don't know if we should do another class for that, but let's just do it here because I think it will be better if we do it here. So we want to learn how to cut open this, what is it called now? The swimming pool. To do this swimming pool, what do we do? Should I do this now? Or should I do another class for it? Should I do another class for it? Okay, I think I should do another class for it. So let me complete this other side of the, what is it called? This other side of the grass area. So I go to architecture, click on architecture, go to components, click on components, go to model in place, click on model in place, okay, okay again. I click on sweep, click on sketch parts, then I come here, position my cursor and draw around here, making sure I'm tracing what I have from my AutoCAD. Then I press escape on my keyboard, click finish edit mode, then I click edit profile. I'm going to select this time around, I'm going to select west. The first time I selected east because what I was trying to model was on my right hand side, but this time around what I'm modeling is on my left hand side, so I have to select the west so that I will have clear vision of what I'm trying to model. So I click on west and click open view. So it's going to show me this. This is our red dot. I click here and go inside towards my right. I type 100. That's the thickness of my curve. So I type 225. Okay, I go towards my left. I type 50. I press enter. Then I click escape. I come down here, click here and go up and type 150. 150 and press enter and join it here and click. Then I come to finish edit mode and click. I click on it again. Then the material has been applied automatically, gypsum. I would have come here to put material, but that's by the way. So I come here to click finish model, click on finish model. So that is it. So if we look at default 3D view, you will see the curves, but the flower or the, what is it called, the green area is not yet there. The green area is not yet there. What I'm going to do now is go to the natural ground level. Okay, then I go to architecture, components, model in place, okay, okay, extrusion and not sweep. I come here and trace inside. Okay, once I'm done with this, I'm going to click finish edit mode. Then I come here, give it thickness. The thickness should be 200. Then I go to the material, click on this and click on the ellipsis and select grasses. I don't need to create grass again because grass is already created here. So I just look for it and click on it and click OK and click finish model. Okay. Then if I go to default 3D view, I will see what he has given me. So we have it there. You can now rotate this to see how it looks. This is how it looks. The next thing we are going to do is to put our interlocking stones on this. So to do the interlocking stones, okay, in that case we'll have to do this swimming pool again today. So before we do the interlocking stone, I normally do my swimming pool, or I normally do my swimming pool first before doing my interlocking stones. So what I will do is this. I go to the natural ground level, click on, what is it called, architecture, components. I go to model in place. I click OK. Then I click OK again. This time around, I'm going to click extrusion. Click on extrusion. After clicking on extrusion, I'm going to draw around this stuff we have here. I click on this arc. so I can get this arc, this curve. Then I go back to line and continue and join it here. So I start from here again and go like this and go like this and go here. Then I go to arc again, click on arc. I come here and move it to this point and click. So I've gotten the shape. Then I click on escape twice. Once I click on my escape, the next thing I have to do is to go to extrusion end and extrusion start. This is very, very vital, very, very important. If you don't understand this place, you may never understand how to do or to cut open your swimming pool. So what I'm going to do now is this. The extrusion start means where the extrusion is going to start, where the wall of the swimming pool, the wall of the swimming pool, where is it going to start? You know, it is not starting from the natural ground level. It is starting below the ground, inside the ground. For that reason, anything that goes inside, that goes below, is a minus sign. The natural ground level is assumed to be 0. From that natural ground level, going upwards is in positive sign, positive figures. But from that natural ground floor, going down into the ground, into the earth, is a negative sign. If you did graph plotting in secondary school, you will understand how the graph works. We have the positive sides, positive axis, and the negative axis. That is talking about the x and y axis. Now, because this swimming pool is starting from the ground, it is going inside, and I want it to go 1,500 millimeters deep into the ground. For that reason, I'm going to call it minus 1,500 because it is going inside the ground. So I'm going to call it minus 1,500 down the earth. That is where the walls of the swimming pool is starting from. So I come to extrusion starts. I click here and type minus 1,500. This is going deep into the earth. So where is it going to stop? I want this swimming pool walls to stop at least 100 millimeters above the ground. 100 millimeters above the ground. So I'm going to type 100 for extrusion end. I'm just going to type 100. There is no sign, there is no minus, but 100 positive. That is 100 millimeters above the ground. Okay. When I have done this, I now say I have to, sorry, when I've done this, I have to go to the material. I go to material and click on this brick, then click on the ellipsis, the box beside it, and it's going to bring out this. When it brings out this, what am I going to do? I'm going to create another material. I come here and click on create. I select create new material. I go to the material and right click on it and click rename. Then I call this 04. I call it swimming pool. Tiles. Swimming pool tiles. Then I come to appearance, click on appearance, go to replace assets, click on replace assets. I come to appearance again, double click on this. Then where is that thing located? I think it was even found here, Autodesk. Let me scroll and see if I can find it. There's a material I'm looking for. Okay, the material is not here. Okay, the material is not here. So I go to appearance, double click on appearance, and go to stones. It is not there. Where is this material found? Let's go to stone. It is not here. Let's go to tiles. Tiles. Let's say flooring. No, it can't be found here. Okay, I can see tiles. It is not here. Where is this very stuff found? Let's go to sites. It is not here either. Let's go to wall. Okay. Where is this wall? This ceramic. It is not here. Okay, let's go down, see. But I'm supposed to have this here. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. Okay, this is the material I'm looking for actually. 1 inch squares, mosaic blue. Mosaic blue. So I click on this arrow here. Click on the arrow. This is the material I'm looking for my swimming pool. So I click OK. Then I click finish model, finish edit mode. Then the next thing I have to do is to click finish model. Then when I've done this, I go to default 3D view to see what I have there. So you can see the swimming pool has been cut open. This is my swimming pool. The next thing I have to do now is to do my interlocking stones. Then I go to natural ground level. I go to architecture, go to what is it called? Components, go to model in place, go to OK, OK again, extrusion. Then I go to here to this point and draw around the building. Around the building. After doing that, the next thing I have to do is to cut out the swimming pool area. The swimming pool area has to be cut out. Then I go to arc and connect it to this place and drag it here to this point. So there is no need of cutting that for the building because the floor of the building is already covering the interlocking stone. Nobody is going to see it. So after doing this now, I press escape once, okay, twice. Press escape twice. Then I have to give thickness to the interlocking stones. What will be the thickness? For the extrusion start, it's going to start from 0, which is the natural ground level. The thickness is going to be very small, 5, so that it does not affect the steps of the building. So I make it 5, very small, very thin. So I'm going to give it a material. So I go to material here, click on this swimming pool area, swimming pool material, click on the ellipsis, sorry, Click on the ellipsis, then I come to create this create box, then I click on create new material. I go to this default new material, I right click on it and click select rename, then I type 05. I call this interlocking stones. Interlocking stones. Okay, then I go to appearance, click on appearance, click on replace assets, go to appearance again, double click on it, then I look for, what is it called, site work, double click on site work. You will see all the site materials you will need. Okay, so you can select any of these ones are the ones that came with Revit. These materials came with Revit, so you may decide to select any one of them. You can decide to select this one. This is how it looks like. Or you can pick another one. You can select this one. It will preview for you here how the material looks like. Or you can pick this one. But I don't normally use the material from Revit when I'm doing my interlocking stones. Okay, you can choose this one. I have to go to the ones I already have in my library, my desktop. The ones in my desktop I downloaded from online. The ones I downloaded and the ones that friends gave to me. The ones friends gave to me and the ones I downloaded from online are the ones I normally use, because this one sometimes, the ones from Revit sometimes are not usually real. They don't look real. Okay, but there's nothing wrong with you selecting from them, but I want to show you how to select from the ones that friends gave to you or the ones you picked or you downloaded from online. To do that, come to this place. Under the image there is a write-up that turns to blue. Whenever you touch your cursor on it, it turns to blue. So click on those words. It is going to bring this image for you. Now go to your desktop. Either you go to your desktop or your document, wherever you saved those imported materials. So you click on desktop. I normally save my own on desktop. When I go to desktop, I look for the folder where I saved them. I look for the folder where I saved them. Okay, what is this folder again? I can't remember. The folder. Okay, let me go to this cluster. I click on cluster. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to look for is the material. Okay, beat the new material. Okay, I click on this. Then I look for new materials. Click on this new materials. Then it will bring all this for me. Then I look for interlocking. This is interlocking. I double click on interlocking. It will bring out different kind of interlocking stones for me. These ones look more real and more common to us. They are the things we see every day on daily basis. Okay, so I can select any one of them. These are more real. So which of them am I going to take now for this work? Okay, I'm going to pick just one. Okay, let me select this one. I select this. I click on this. I click open. Then I click OK. Then I click finish edit mode. I click finish model. Then I click default 3D view to see how it looks like. You can see the color. And you can see our swimming pool. It did not affect our swimming pool, but the swimming pool is whitish. The bottom of the swimming pool is whitish, so we have to put a base for the swimming pool to have a uniform color. Let the swimming pool have a uniform color with the wall. Okay, that's what we're going to do. But this interlocking stones, I'm not too comfortable with it. So I have to change it. To change it now, I go to natural ground level. I try to locate it. This is it. I locate the interlocking stone. I click on edit in place. Then I try to locate it again. Click on it the second time. Then I go here, click on this material, click on the ellipsis. Then I click on appearance. I click on this name under it. Then I want a colorful something. That one is so whitish. I need something that is not so white in color. Okay, maybe I should pick this. I pick this. I click open. Then I click on it again, the picture, so as to increase the size because they look too small. I click on it. So I come here, you can see the width is 180 millimeters by 180 millimeters. I'm going to make it 1000. 1000 by 1000. I type 1000 here, 1, 2, 3, and click on this one, 1000 by 1000. And I click done. Okay. Finish model. Then if I go to the default 3D view, okay, I think I prefer this. I think I prefer this. I think I prefer this. So, but you have the liberty to choose any material you want for your interlocking stones. So let's put a base that has a color that matches or rhymes with these wall colors. Let's put a base first. We'll go to natural ground level, double click on natural ground level and come here. Okay, what are we going to do? We'll go to architecture, go to components, model in place. Okay, okay again, and go to extrusion. Click on line and go like this. Okay, maybe we'll start from the outside because this is going to be the base. The walls are supposed to start from it. Go outside here. Go like this. Go like this. And pick our arc and click here. Then drag it. Click here. And press escape twice. After pressing escape twice, you go to extrusion start. This is very tricky. Very tricky. Like I told you, once something is starting from the inside of the ground, it has to be a negative sign. So the bottom of this swimming pool, if the height of this swimming pool is 1500, okay, the bottom will have to be the base will have to be minus 1650 because the thickness of the slab, the floor slab for the swimming pool is 150 millimeters. 150 millimeters. So when you add 150 millimeters to 1500, it would give you 1650, and it's going to be a minus sign because it is going down into the ground. So I type minus 1650 because the thickness of the slab is 150 millimeters. The extrusion end will only stop at minus 1500. Minus 1500. So minus 1650 minus 1550 will give you 150 millimeters. That is the thickness of the slab, and everything is inside the ground. That is why you're having this minus minus. I'm taking time to explain this because when I was learning this very technique, I was so confused when I was being taught. So I took time to explain it so that you don't run into the kind of problem I ran into. So this is how to do it. Then you come to the material. You click on material to give it the same material with the swimming pool walls. So you come to swimming pool tiles, click on this and click OK and click finish. Okay, click finish model. Okay, then you go to, what is it called, default 3D view, and click. You can see it now. It now has a base that is of the same material and color with the wall. That's how to do that. But before we go, I would like to put one or two cars or flower and human. So you know, I will just round up there. So you don't, if you know how the basic works. So on your own, you can elaborate and do whatever you want to do. To put trees or flowers on this, how do you do that? Okay, how do you do that? Go to natural ground level, come to the flower area. Now I'm going to go to architecture, go to component, click on this arrow and select place a component. Click on place a component. It is trying to load. Okay, now I click on load family. Look for, I think, planting. Double click on planting. Then look for shrubs. Shrub. Don't go for trees. Look for shrub. I think here is shrub. I click on this shrub and click on open. It is trying to update. Okay, we have already a flower there. Okay, so the name of this flower is here, barberry, and the height of this flower is 1 meters. So you can reduce the height of the material or the flower by clicking on edit type. Come to height here, click here and type, like, let's say 750 and click OK. So you can come here and be putting the flowers. Okay, when you are done putting the flowers, press escape twice and go to default 3D view to see how it looks like. These are the flowers, but I don't like these flowers. I don't like them. You can choose another one by going to natural ground level again. Click on this, place a component. This time around, click on this arrow to select other kinds of those flowers. Or if you don't want to go there, what I'm going to do is this. Scroll up here. You can see the shrub here. When you scroll up on this arrow will show you other shrubs you have. Let me look for another one that I may fancy. Which one would it be? Let me look for hibiscus flower. Okay, here is hibiscus flower, but the height is 1500, 1.5 meters. So I have to reduce it. I click on it and go to edit type and make it 900 and click OK. Then I come and start placing it in the middle of these ones. I don't have the time to start removing those ones. I just have to put this one in their midst, so you can add some beauty. The video has already been long and it has stretched beyond what I wanted already. So I would have deleted the former flowers and planted the new ones, but I can't do that now because of time. So I click on this. So the same way you do this, the same way you plant trees too. To plant your tree, go here, go to place a component, go to load family, go to planting. But this time around, instead of choosing shrub, you choose any of the trees. You can see this tree. This one is also tree. This one is also tree. So I click on this one and click open. So where do I plant this tree now? Okay, let me plant this tree here. Let me plant one here and plant another one where? Okay, can we plant this one here and plant this one here? Okay, that will be it for that one. So I press escape twice. I go to components, go to place a component, go to load family. This time around I'm going to entourage. Double click on entourage and look for human being. Okay, you have male, you have female. Go to male. Okay, I click on male, click on this. I don't know, will this give me what I'm looking for? When I click on this, no, this cannot give me what I'm looking for. So I go back. Okay, let me go to male, double click on male. So if I click on this arrow, it will give me from this very place. If I click on this arrow, these are the male. This is the male. I have Alex, you have Dwayne, you have J, you have Leroy. So you have to pick anyone. The one we have right now is Dwayne. So let's use that Dwayne. Okay, click on it and come where do we place it? Click it here and press escape twice and click on the image and rotate it because the image is facing the building. So use rotate and rotate it to face outside and click. Then you press escape twice. After doing that, we have to bring in a car. After bringing this car now, we are going to shut down this video. It has been so long already. So click on this component, click on place a component, click on load family. Then what do I do next? I still go to entourage, right? Entourage. Then I go to cars, double click on cars. Okay, let me pick this Corolla, click open and place it here. When I place it here, I press escape twice. Then I click on it again and go to rotate. Click on this rotate. You will see this very line. Make it to be vertically straight and click on it and rotate by angle 90. Click it like this, it will rotate. Then I click on move and pick on the car and move it because I'm bringing another car here. So I go to components, click on this, place a component, load family. I go to entourage, I go to cars. I want to bring another car, maybe Isuzu. I want to bring a Jeep, Isuzu. Okay, let me take this one. Or do I take RAV4, Mitsubishi? Okay, let me take this Mitsubishi. Take this, click open and position it here and press escape twice. Click on it, go to rotate, click on rotate. Make this to be straight vertically and rotate and go 90 and use move to move it closer to this other one. Then let me bring somebody, a human being that is close to the car. I go to component, place a component, load family. I go to entourage. I go to, this time around, female. Okay, female. So I go here, click on this arrow. Under female we have Cynthia, Florence, Lisa, Tina, and this one. So I don't know, should we pick Florence? Let's take Florence. Click on Florence and bring it close to the car. Okay, let me bring it here and press escape twice, then click on it and rotate it to face the car as if it's about going into the car to go to somewhere. I press escape twice. Then I go to default 3D view to see all the things I've done so far. Okay, you can see Florence. This is Florence. And this is the guy. You can see the guy. And these are our trees. And you can see our flowers. So on your own, you can choose better flowers. This tree is too big and it's entering into the house, so you can reduce it. Click on the tree. Go to edit type. Go to the height. Click on height and make it like 7,500 and click OK. The tree will reduce. It has reduced. The two of them reduced automatically. Okay. So this is how to do your landscaping. In the next class, we will learn how to render your landscaped environment. In that next class, I may put a gate here